spoilers incoming, but come on, probably should have watched this movie by now. I know what I have to say has already been said so many times with Interstellar, but I do not care. This movie is amazing. I think Interstellar perfectly shows Chris Nolan's strengths as a director. He can take very grand stories that could like realistically fit in like 2 different movies. He's like, nah, man, let's put this in one movie and I'm gonna make it peak cinema. And with that big story, he keeps it just so engaging. You could look at a 2-hour and 30-minute long runtime and be like, oof, that's gonna be a while. But with Chris, bro, it doesn't even feel like that long. And I think it helps that, to me, this movie works in 3 acts. The first being before the space travel, the second being during space travel, and the third being all the weirdo science stuff, time travel, business, alternate. Yeah, that one gets a little bit messy. I do like all these supposed acts, but I think my favorite is before they even go to space. I know that sounds weird. I'm probably like the only person who does, but it sets up the mission really well. There's also a few emotional scenes that really do drive home the message and let you know, okay, what they're going to be doing is serious. Another big strength of Nolan is his ability to, get the best actors for anything he does. I wasn't a big Matthew McConaughey fan before this, and I think this movie has definitely changed that. The best scene with him is when he looks at all those video messages. Golly, bro, that one hurt me. That one really did. The visuals in this movie are also just really, really good. I don't want this to like seem as a slight to like modern movies, but why do modern movies' effects look considerably worse than this movie's effects? Like, what's up with that? The last big thing I wanted to talk about was the whole ending with the... I don't remember what's called, some geometry thing. It's where Matthew McConaughey is in that place with all the squares and he can see all that stuff. This is where the movie kind of messes up your brain. Now, I unfortunately had this alluded to me before I had watched the movie because, it took me 10 years to watch Interstellar. My bad, guys. Sorry. Okay, my brain is already... Oh my god, my brain. Okay. Listen, I don't know how the whole thing ended. He did his thing, did the whole past stuff, but then like that past is already written into the future, and he also interacts with the future when he like gets a hand. I don't know, that part of the movie still really racks my brain, which I guess makes you remember the movie because you can't explain what the hell it is. I guess that's another thing Chris is good at. Not confusing you, but like he makes really good movies that you want to watch again, especially in this movie. I could watch this movie a dozen times and still not explain what the ending is all about, and I never will. And you know what? I'm okay with that. But yeah, I highly recommend Interstellar. It is a great science fiction movie that I'm sure you'll fall in love with, as well as get very confused by. 8 out of 10.